Len Mortis with a Grade 1 Arkansas Derby. $1.25 million. April the 2nd, that's Saturday, 1.1 on the dirt. 3-year-olds heading for the Derby. Heading for the Kentucky Derby. A lot of good 3-year-olds all across the country, and this race here is going to be a good one. We got some really top contenders in here. Starting off, number 1, Kavad. I think he needs more distance. I think he's in a rough spot. He is the grandson of Pulpit out of that Tappet line. Can't overlook him. Number 2, Chasing Time. Out of Not This Time, sire. Steve Asmussen. You know, this is a pretty good horse. He didn't do good last out. We have to wait and see. But if you threw that race out, he could be a real contender. But I do think he's in a pretty tough spot here. Number 3, Barber Road. Another Tappet line. He's getting better. Seems to be getting better each race. He's got a lot of upside to him. Hits the boards in all the big races. I mean, you know, that says a lot when you hit the boards every time against the best 3-year-olds. I wouldn't overlook Barber Road. Dopenginger. I like his horse a lot because his sire's into mischief. Baffert had him originally. Valquez up. Into Mischief was the sire of this horse. That's why I like him the most for. And he really made some really good moves. I'm not saying he's going to win this race, but he sure looks good. And I'm looking for him. He's going to get better and better. He's going to improve. I'd say he should hit the boards anyway if he don't win it. Uno Ojo, he's a good one to look at here. He's interesting. I'll use that word. Another New York bred. He can run this distance. He's shown he can run this. He won the Rebel on long odds, and I'm kind of reluctant to bet a horse back that pays that much and big upset like that, but you got to really look at this horse. He's really been running good. He kicked it into another gear in the last 50 yards in that last race, and he just won. He didn't look like he was going to win. He was running good, then all of a sudden he really kicked it in gear. I don't expect him to win, but I do like him a lot. Very possible he can be for real. Okay, next up is a filly, Secret Oath. That's a D. Wayne Lucas train. I always liked D. Wayne. He used to be my favorite. Seems like you don't have any horses like you used to, but this horse is on a 3-race winning streak. Graded stake winner with speed. This horse has speed to beat these boys. He's sired by Arrowgate. You know, that line is, you know, incredible. And he has the speed to win this race, or he could stalk and win it. I kind of think Secret Oath is probably going to win this race. I hate to bet fillies against the boys, but I just have a feeling this horse is for real. Ben Diesel had a poor showing in the Rebel. John Court's riding him. Could run a good race here. He could come back real good. If you throw out that last race, he didn't do real good in the Rebel at all, but if you ignore that race, and he could come back a lot better this race like he did, like he was running before, he'd be competitive. I'm not going to go with him, but he ran third in that Southwest stake, but I still think he's got a lot of his work cut out for him to win this race. Number 8, Cyberknife. This is a Brad Cox horse, and a lot of money always goes on Brad Cox horses. Gun runner, it's another good reason to bet on him. He should be running up on the front end, close to the pace. Probably will wear out in the late. I think he's going to wear out late. He may not. He's got a lot of upside, but I'm not going with him on this race. He's in that Unbridled line. A lot of upside this horse, good trainer. I like him a lot, but I'm not going with him. We the People, number 9. Got Pratt riding him. Looks real good so far, I think. I mean, it's hard to judge by a couple races, but he looks really good. He's going against some really good competition here compared to what he's ran against. This is a real step up, I think. He's got some good time, though, and he might be up to it. We the People's going against some good competition here. He hasn't faced this kind. He looked real good so far. But, you know, until he faces the big boys, you don't really know what's going to happen. Looks like it could be the real deal, but I think he's going to be up against it. Distance shouldn't be no concern to this horse. The Constitution sire, you know, that's a Tappet line. A lot of good pedigree on this horse, and like most of them. I expect him to be on the front end somewhere in the top 3 at the end. But I'm going with Secret Oath at Oaklawn Park. The Arkansas Derby, $1.25 million. And this is a tough race. Grade 1 on the dirt, mile and 1/8. Well, good luck, everybody.